Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's time to get a good workout in. Feel the burn on those muscles. You know, stuff like that. So today we are doing calisthenics. Oh boy, what are calisthenics? Well, they're like totally stuff you do with like your body, you know? You just work out with your body and you get super strong. Oh man. I'm weird. Anyway. Let's get the show on the road. And I get everything all set up now. Apparently, according to my dad, I'm getting allergic to something. But no, according to him, I'm getting like scary muscular. I kind of noticed it, but I like to stay humble, you know. Shut up. Okay. So yeah, so we are not going to be doing the typical stuff you've seen in other exercise live streams and or videos. We're going to be using our bodies. So, yeah, we'll be probably actually more on the ground a lot more, so I probably have to fix that camera angle a little bit. Let's do that. That should do for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay. So I am trying to. Whoops, what did I do? That's son of a. Okay. Trying to make sure I can actually see what people are saying, but, you know. There it is. Okay. So, I guess the best thing to start with is some active stretching. So this way, you know, we're all loosey-goosey and everything. So, if you got fun to keep yourself occupied while you do this, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to try to keep myself completely distracted from you guys, but it is my workout, and you're just here to take in the knowledge. So, yeah. I was going to play basketball, but nobody said they were playing, so I was just like, I haven't lifted weights in a little bit. I might as well do that. Hold on, sorry. I'm doing like this interactive phone story thing, so I really like it. It's fun. So if you're wondering what this stretch is working, it's actually stretching the top of my quads. So it's a good way to get that active quad stretch. Okay, so, I mean, this workout's going to be kind of, in a sense, simple, because the thing about calisthenics is because it's body weight training, you, each exercise uses a majority of your muscle groups. So, things like push-up is essentially a full body workout. Um, Pull-ups, also essentially a full body workout, doesn't really work the legs, but essentially attack the entire upper back and lower back, that kind of stuff. So what? I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, everybody. Apparently, Amazon was having a major sale on pre-workout and other stuff. Um, so I just got 2 new pairs of running shorts, and pre-workout. And yes, we're doing this one shirtless. We gotta show off the abs. We've been working them out really hard. This is a minor fluff too. Look at the lighting. The lighting looks good. Yeah. I don't know. Shut up. Anyway, so we are doing, like I said, calisthenics workout. So it's full body, that kind of stuff. So I better. These shorts are big. These I wore a lot when I was fat. So now it's like I'm like Jared. I'm like, hey, look, this is how much weight I lost. But no, actually, I shouldn't even make that comparison because Jared's a pedophile. So Jared from Subway, dude, I saw the documentary. That thing was dark. That documentary was horrifying. But then it became really funny when South Park decided to make fun of him. In the video game, if you know the video game. Anyway, we'll start with no weights. We're basically gonna drop down into a wide stance squat and then pop back up. And we're gonna do probably 20 to 30 of them, 3 sets. And then after that, we will do basically jump squats, burpees, things like that. So let's just get started because I always attack legs first because they are the most energy consuming thing. And then we move on to the upper body. But again, calisthenics, the nice thing about it is it's so majorly engaging, meaning it works a lot of muscles at once. So I lost count. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. One for extra credit. Okay, so 3 sets of those. Calisthenics, you're really aiming kind of for the sweet spot. Not where you don't do enough reps and you get no actual workout, but enough reps where it actually feels like your muscles are being used. So, yeah. Do forgive me if I get silent. I'm kind of doing an interactive story on my phone. I'm basically have a love interest with a vampire. So, she keeps fighting me on the fact that she's been a monster for centuries because she's done so many horrible things. Well, here's the thing. Vampires, grossly misunderstood people. They're not monsters, only if they kill for fun. If they're just somebody trying to live their life in peace and isolation, that's fine too. But if they just keep calling themselves monsters because of the lives they've taken throughout the centuries of their lives, that's not exactly true either, because usually when they take lives, it's because they're driven to. They don't want to, they just want to be left alone. And she's not getting that. It's like, she keeps going, well, the ends don't justify the means. Well, darling, if your life was in danger, it's kill or be killed. And she's not getting it. It's funny. So, yeah, I got a love interest with a vampire. Anyway, next 30. I'm not slowing down because I'm tired. I was stepping on something sharp. What was it? I don't know. I can't stop looking at my ads. Ding, ding, ding. Built different. I might as well crush an egg in my bicep. Built different. Oh yeah. Anyway, does anybody say anything? Live chat. Hey, your name's Jake too. What's up, dude? Okay. You want to make this last set challenging? Yes? Okay. So, to add some extra challenge to this last set, instead of free-weighting it, which means your own body weight, so if you're 200 pounds, you're working with 200 pounds. If you're 165 pounds, you're working 165. Or if you're itty bitty, so 135 pounds, you're working with that. If you want to add some challenge, grab yourself a dumbbell. There are two ways you can grab it. Just overlap your hands like this, squeeze real tight at the chest, keep it right in front of your core. Or you can do my favorite, with the support like you're doing an incline press. I think it just allows for better balance this way, because you can keep it tight to your torso, keep your cellular balance good. And yeah, same 30. 3. I didn't do it. I walked into a wall. Good work. So that's that done. It's not too bad if you got good cardio. It just depends. Okay. So take a minute to catch your breath, because obviously all this stuff is going to be a lot more physically demanding. But the high benefit of calisthenics is, though it's so physically demanding, it wields, in my personal belief, the best way to balance large groups of muscles. So if you don't have dumbbells or barbells or anything like that, you can actually get really evenly balancedly built muscles just from body weight workouts. And they are in fact also, the exercise I was just doing, that works the inner and outer thighs basically. So, and some of your glutes, because you start off normal stance, but then you go wide. So that gets the lower and the glutes. And then when you come up, you get some of that quad work. Not as intense, but you do get some of it. So, let's see, what's a good next workout for this? I normally do everything with actual weights. I don't do a lot of, the only calisthenics I usually do is a lot of pull-ups at park during my run, but I mean, there's a variety of them. Like one is you can do alternating lunges. So, the exercises I'm displaying today are going to be basically
all high intensity, like basically the top of the line difficulty that you can do these exercises with. Like we'll do alternating lunges next. Now, I'm gonna do, usually it's top of the line because of the exercise itself, not because of what you do on top of it. Muscle up? Where am I going to do a muscle up, Ricardo? I mean, I'm not doing it on this thing, if that's what you're thinking. This thing is not stabilized well at all. I'd have to put on and I'd probably smash my head through the ceiling. But besides that, I actually probably could, but I'm not going to do it because it's not as safe. Other than that, unless you're referring to like in the movie Bones, where he's like, knuckle up! But instead of knuckles, it's muscles. Unless you're referring to it like that. L-sit hold. You mean wall sits? Where you just basically sit on the wall, like this, and you just like, hold on, I'm taking a shit. Okay, that's good. I don't always know the actual technical term for these exercises. Sometimes I just give them random names and then show them, and they're like, oh, you mean this? Hold on. Oh, that! That! Okay. Yeah, that I probably can do. I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, you just gotta... Is that good enough for you? Woo! Oh! Oh! Hello, nurse! Hello, nurse! Ooh! I felt that one. I couldn't see the flag on that. I'd have to go to a park for that. Man, I really overtensed my triceps on that one. Not that I hurt myself, if that's what you're thinking. No, I didn't hurt myself. That else did hold. Ouchers. With the, Okay, so I'm not doing the flag on this thing. Sorry, dude. When I get 500 subscribers, if you pay me, if you put $100 as a donation to when I get 500 subscribers on a live stream, if you give me $100, I'll try to do a human flag on this thing. How's that? Is that fair? Russian push-up with one hand. Let me look up a Russian push-up. Okay, so now this has just become a challenge for me to see what kind of calisthenic exercise I can do, huh? Is that what this has become? A challenge video? Well, bring it on, motherfucker! I can dish what you take. Wait, I can take what you dish. Shut up. Oh, God. Okay, let's see Russian push-up. Okay, so basically just where the elbow is closed in. Yeah, that thing can't bump to the wall, Dad. Not well, at least. But yeah, the Russian push-up, that's not too bad. Like, I mean, I can do those really easy. It's just doing it one-handed, that's a different story. There we go. That good enough for you? I'm trying to work out and you guys are fucking up my shit. What the hell? Ow! Oh. Not Rocky. I gotta go with Ivan Drago. We're both Russian. Alright. So, alternating lunges. They suck, but they're very efficient. They also good for explosive work. The second to the hardest version is basically, let's see, get a chicken. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll buy a chicken and then it'll shit all over my gym while I catch it. And then I'll run into the wall, boom, and then there's a huge dent, and I'm like, shit! Oh man. Anyway, enough distraction. Get to work. Those are always so hard for me because my balance is shit. Now, if you want to make that harder than what it just was, get yourself some dumbbells. You can go as heavy or as light as you like, as long as your technique is good. If it starts affecting your technique completely, you're not doing it good. Usually with those kind of exercises, the most I've ever done was 25 pounds. Because if you don't keep everything tight and centered, you could use a weight vest too, yeah. You're right. But they're definitely expensive these days. Oh, actually, here's another suggestion. If you have them, ankle weights. I have two 10-pound ankle weights. Strap those puppies on, and you can do them that way. This way your hands are still free, you can keep your center of balance good, but you still get that additional weight from a weight vest or ankle weights. So, that was set 1. We're doing 3 sets, 30 reps total, 15 each leg. Hold on. Sorry, my dad texted me. Okay. Double check, make sure nobody said nothing. Okay, yeah, nothing there. Alright, second set. See what I mean? My balance is horrible. Let me see. That's also why you see me shifting so much all over the place. Because I don't have good balance. Even though I have good core, which helps you keep a really good balance, my balance is still atrocious. So we got one more set of those. And then we'll do calf raises, because you gotta get the calves. We'll do some wall sits. And then we'll start moving on to full body stuff. Whew. Yeah, I breathe hard. I'm still human. Okay. Okay. So, let me double check, make sure nobody said anything. Come on. Nope, okay. That's fine. All right, next, last set. Try to avoid kicking yourself in the shin, apparently. I somehow did that, and that is not comfortable. Ouch. Anyway. Hey, stupid weight plate. Anyway, so two ways you can make that even more difficult. Jump higher, or like I said, add the weight. But that's pretty much the top difficulty. If you want to wind it down a little bit, just basically do normal lunges. And if you want to wind it even further down, just small forward steps. Just make sure you bend both legs pretty well. You don't need that full-blown depth. You just need to basically get a nice, decent step forward, do a small step down, squat down, step back. And you can see how bad my balance is, because I can't even balance on that. But I'm not ashamed of it. It's just a product of what I am. And the fact that I have a hearing loss and eyesight loss. Anyway, so for the wall sits, you want to make sure you either have a shirt on or you got something between you and the wall. Because friction burns They're real. And you don't want that. So, usually the part that's making contact with the wall is your shoulder blades. You want to keep everything else nice and squared and tight. If you want to add difficulty, take a weight and cradle it. So in this aspect, usually it's just hold it till failure. But for me, I'm going to say 30 seconds because I am using a 45-pound plate. So let me rotate you more toward the wall so you can see. Yeah, watch out for any outlets. You don't want to get a little knock on the back door and go, hello, who's that knocking on my back door? Anyway, so cradle it, legs at 90, and hold. And then just melt into it when you're done. If you're holding weight, that is. That's pretty much the safest way to exit from that. That, or if you're strong enough and you just want to, yeet, and just throw that sucker across the room. But be wary in case the equipment's not yours. Whew. All right. You ready to set your legs on fire? We got another 30 seconds to do. All right, here we go. Cradle it like it's your baby and don't drop it. Otherwise, you are a bad parent. Don't drop the baby. There we go. That's another 30 down. Good work, everybody. Ugh, that's my pants. Stop holding my pants, you pervert. Anyway. Whew. Okay. I like interactive stories. Anybody else? Raise your hands. Oh, I can't see. Sorry. Huh. I'm surprised Coach Midnight isn't here to ridicule me. Usually she's right here to watch me being like, hey, what are you doing? Okay, that's it. Everybody ready? Are your buns and thighs burning? Well, guess what? They're not burning enough. You got to put the gasoline on it. Take the match, strike it while it's hot, and set your legs ablaze. And only then can you consider it a decent workout. Three, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ooh. That'll do, pig. That was stupid. And also the nice thing about calisthenic exercises is it does not require nearly as much time. Look at those arms! Ow, ow. The reason why it doesn't require as much time is because it's using so much more energy and engaging so many more muscles. So really, get good at calisthenics and you'll be really strong into late ages. Because guess what? All them bodybuilders with the 30-inch biceps and the 20-inch forearms and the they all go flabby because they stopped doing testosterone, they stopped doing steroids and all that other stuff. And guess what they start doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they start doing. And then they also start doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they start doing. And then they start looking like me. Anyway. Calf raises. So, normally, if you got good balance, and you got a square ledge you can stand on, which I recommend over a round edge, balance the balls of your feet at the edge of whatever you're standing on, so you can really get that heel drop, right? and then just fully extend basically to get that engagement. And to obviously add difficulty, why is my leg so itchy? I'm going to take 155. I'm just going to hold it center with my body, and we're going to do 15 or 20. Get that full range of motion. All right, now 20. Obviously, I'm going for a bigger amount of reps. I'm me. Okay. How's everybody's body feeling if you're following along with this? Sore? Burning? On fire? Good. That means it's working. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So, I don't know, I'm pretty sure you were in frame when you saw my calf raise it the first time. If not, my bad. I didn't exactly turn the camera right, did I? Okay. Alrighty, next set, let's do this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Jake, if you're doing no calf raises, but you're only holding the weight with one arm, isn't the arm working more than the other one? Technically speaking, yes. That's why you want to do an even number of sets versus reps, because then you can switch arms and get both arms that work. I don't know. I can't make words up like like a free rapper can. But basically, I was going off the backpack song from Dora the Explorer, if it wasn't obvious. Next set, next set, next set, next set. Lift an iron, wait till your cap get nice and big. Counting the reps after you, don't forget to rest. Next set. I lost my count. Oh my god. I'm gonna call that good because my calves are burning. Okay. Still two people. Who's the other viewer? I know one of them's in this house. Who's the other viewer? Who cares? Thanks for sticking around, whoever you are. Alright, next set. Last set of calf raises. Here we go. Hot and spicy, just the way we like it. The one that makes us want to crack fireballs. Fireball. Fireball. Real. 13. Hee-hee. Woohoo. Aha. Aha. Ow. Woohoo, mama. Good work. Seriously, that burned. That burned. Oi. 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 That burned a lot. Why you gotta burn me so bad? I don't like the burning, Mommy. It hurts. Oh man, I'm being weird. Hey, ADHD. It's a blessing and a weirdo. If I could do the face contortionism, I would be basically energy-wise just like Jim Carrey. You know, I'd just be like, oh no, oh no. If you didn't get that reference, that's from when Ace Ventura got attacked by a shark in the first movie. Alrighty. So, we did the squats, alternating lunges, wall sits, calf raises, burpees. Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! We're doing burpees. Oh! Burpees. And you're gonna hate them. Every single one of them. 3 sets of 15. Let's go. I lost count at 10. Whew. Good work. This stupid thing kept landing on. That sucked. No! You do it faster. I think I did like 17 or 18 of those burpees. Because 15 normally doesn't win me like that. Okay, so we got 15 more to do, and then we'll figure out the next one. Again, these exercises are nice because they're so full, like burpees, absolute pure full body exercise. Chest, abs, upper back, shoulder, tricep, bicep, all of it. So, you don't need to do nearly as much to get just as good of a workout as if you would be getting from 3 hours of free weight, barbell, dumbbells, all that stuff. All right, 15, let's go. I think I did 16. Shit. And this freaking I'm kidding. But I did get knocked on the ankle. really wrong from that angle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I'm fucked. My channel is doomed now. It just made it look like I was doing something else from that angle. It was nice while it lasted, YouTube. Thanks for the glory days. I only just got started. Sucks. Oh my God. How fucking stupid. Oh, it's so bad. Whew. Alright. Everybody having fun? Everybody burning and sweating? Getting that nice little glisten on their muscles? You're not! And pick up the pace, slowpoke! The hell? The fuck's wrong with you? Them fighting words! Oh my God. I'm a pacifist. I don't fight unless really provoked or anything of the like. Anyway, last 15, let's go. Good shit. Good job. All right. All right. Catch your breath. Get a drink of water. You've earned it.
So the next exercise we're doing push-ups. So not ordinary push-ups. No, no, no. No, that's too easy. That is way too easy. Weighted push-ups. Alright, push-up time, duck kill. This is how you get that really nice back. Alrighty. You want them nice and squared on your shoulder blades, where you can kind of clomp the back of your head on the weight. If you can't do that and it's only hitting the back of your neck, the weight is too far down, it's going to be sitting on your ab versus your shoulder blade. The point is to work your shoulder blade, not your ab. We're not doing plank, we're doing push-ups. So, you get the memo. Even with planks, you still want the weight on your shoulder blades. Otherwise, if it's on your lower back, well, you could say goodbye to your spine. We're doing 15, that's it. Nice and simple. All right. All right, next set. Hands just a little wider than shoulder width apart. Hands underneath your nipples. And that's pretty much the form you want.
Hello, little Bang. What are you doing here? I've never seen you before. A little Hugh Jackman going on right there. Holy shit. I got a vein going on there, vein going on there, one running right all the way down. Whoo! Hugh Jackman would be proud. Holy shit. Somebody call me up for the next Wolverine movie. I impress myself sometimes. Whoa! I'm kidding. My shoulder look good. Ding, ding, ding. Oh man, I'm weird. I'm weird as fuck, and I am not ashamed of it. Alright. Here we go. This could be our last set, but I'm going for 4. I'm enjoying these. Alright, the 4th set will be till failure. Because that last set was actually harder than I expected. Oh yeah. I think my eczema's acting up because my leg is itchy. It's itchy. Itchy, 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 itchy. Ow, ow, I feel like SpongeBob in that episode where he bends to cook the crab and becomes a jellyfish. And he runs into the cave with the poison sea urchins. And then Patrick itchy! I love exercise. I mean, the strain on your body obviously sucked, but the mental clarity, it really is serene. And it's hard to find that serenity that you can get in exercise when you're just starting. It is hard to find it. It's very easy to find it once you've been doing it for so many years. I've been training for 14 years. But there's still times where I can't find that serenity. But there are times where it's like today, we're hanging out, we're working out, I'm live streaming it, and the thousands of voices that usually are running in my head are dead silent. It is scary. Like literally all I hear is, I can hear my tinnitus without hearing my tinnitus, basically. Like, normally, everybody every now and then with tinnitus get that beep. I hear that without hearing it, if that makes sense. So, it really is therapeutic. Anyway, last set. Let's go. That's why you gotta have it on your shoulder blades. That could have crushed my ankle. Whew. Well, that was dangerous. Let's try that again. That's like bungee jumping and the cord snaps right as you touch the water and you go straight into the water. You know, like it hit that full extension, but it doesn't whip down, it just snaps and you go straight into the water. I mean, I don't know what the odds are of that happening, but imagine. That would be freaky. I got the full 15. What do you know? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So we got the push-up done, which is great. The next thing we're going to do, handstand push-ups. This is going to be a lot more difficult. Like absurdly more difficult. We're also going to do pull-ups and chin-ups. But again, after everything we've done up to now, your energy levels depleted. Very, very depleted. You will not be able to, do not expect to be able to do a large number of reps. Don't go, oh, well, I'm going to do pull-ups. I can do 3 sets of 15, no problem. You'll be doing 3 sets of 5 with luck because you'll be so exhausted from everything we've done prior. So, if you do find yourself not hitting the repetitions you expect to hit, don't be discouraged. You're tired. You're fucking tired. And that's all it is. Okay. So usually with these handstand push-ups, I can do 10 on a good day and 5 average per set. So there are two things you can actually do. You can try to do the full-blown handstand push-ups, or you can do what's called a catwalk, which is basically you get into a plank position, feet against the wall, and then you walk yourself up the wall backwards until you're in a full handstand position, and then you can walk yourself forward using your hand and feet. Just try not to scuff up your wall if you have painted walls and dirty shoes. Unless you don't care, then by all means, destroy your own wall. But yeah, so pretty much the catwalk is you start off push-up position, and you do this, and then you walk back down. But I'm not doing that. I'm doing that. Ugh. Make sure you breathe. Got the blood going straight to your head. And if you don't breathe, you're going to see stars and you're going to pass out. So breathe when you're doing that. I got to get some poster paper first. Okay. That was actually easier than I expected, actually, doing those handstand push-ups. I expected them to be a lot more difficult, but especially after the burpees, the weighted push-ups. I mean, I can barely scratch the back of my neck right now because of how pumped out my arms are, but like, look at that. That, I'm not even trying to flex. And I could tell the lighting making that look nice. That's like a deliciously decorated chocolate bundt cake. All right. Ready for the second set? Let's try to go for more than 5 this time, huh? But if you can't, don't be mad. Get glad. Oh, and make sure you stretch your wrist plenty, because this stuff is a lot of strain on your wrist. So you want to make sure you're doing a lot of wrist stretching beforehand. I should have, but I don't need to worry about it nearly as much because I've been doing these exercises pretty much all my life, and my wrists are pretty strong as it is. But if you want to avoid that flex in your wrist, do it on your knuckles, because your wrists don't bend, and if you're on a soft ground, your knuckle can easily withstand that weight. It's actually one of the better things you can do if you have like a sprained wrist but still intend to work out, is you get that wrist wrap or boxing glove wrap your hands up mostly around your wrist to avoid that flexibility, to avoid it from flexing, and then just plant yourself And as stupid and insensitive as this might sound, just playing it like a gorilla, basically. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 was my limit on that one. I knew I wasn't getting 7. Hair. Thanks a lot, Midnight, for getting hair everywhere. Shiny dog. Okay. Last set, everybody ready? 5 at the minimum. So 6 is my limit. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I'm back. So now that we did the handstand push-up, we're gonna go into doing pull-ups and then chin-ups, which are gonna be on the door frame, and then dips. And then I think we can call it actually. Oh, abs. Oh, we gotta end with abs, of course. All right. Here we go. Let's do the pull-up. So this one we're going to be doing the inner grip pull-ups over here. And then on the other one we do the chin-ups. And then dips. And then abs. I put on my social media, but it all depends on people. I don't have a huge social media following, so I get what I get. I get a lot more views after the stream's over. A lot of people, even me personally, I can't sit through the whole stream. I usually wait till the stream's over, then I'll watch afterwards. That's usually what a lot of people do. Alright. Now the thing about the hands facing each other during the pull-up, it's going to engage more of your bicep than your upper body, than your shoulders and upper back. So if that's what you're aiming for, the inner hand turned in pull-ups are great. But if you're trying to really attack the upper back and your shoulders, then you want to really have your hands facing away from you. And that is the notification that my battery is almost dead. So I need to charge my iPad. So I'll just shift you over here. So this way my cord can reach. Whoa, my bad. Oh boy, cord. Okay, let me get around. Because I unplugged it from the wall. Okay. Alright. I mean, you really don't need to see my lower half unless you're going to be a hater and say, "Hey, cheating, it's under the ground." You know, you don't, they're one of those people. Then I say, "Bring it on, bitch." Challenge is empty.
Okay. Here we go. Whew. That's only 2. Man, the striations right there are nice. Really pretty. Like, my God, look at that. Good night. There's Coach Midnight. Hi. Yes. I got you. I got you and I'm not letting go. Uh-oh, somebody got the zoomies. I just saw. I saw her now, I don't see her. Oh, there she is. What? You can't make too much noise midnight. People are trying to sleep. Where you so jump before? All right, last set. Here we go. Oh, I'm pumped out. Ooh, I almost couldn't get that last one. I'm really pumped out.
but all is necessary when you're working out. Time for chin-ups. You stay. I gotta put you guys in the closet, sorry. You're going in the closet. You're grounded. I hope you're happy to yourself, guys. You're grounded. Butter Dad is a dick. Anyway. Ready for those chin-ups? No? Me neither. What? I'm not screaming. You're screaming. I can't get that last one. My arm just dead. Oh my God. My arms are so dead. That looked good. Somebody take a picture of that, huh? Put that on the cover of Fitness and Muscle magazine. Jay Cutler, move aside. New muscles in town. And his name is Jake. And he's a toothless hillbilly. Toothless hillbilly. Okay. 100 minutes. For a minute, I almost forgot math. We're almost at 2 hours. Okay. All right. Next set. Let's go. I actually almost fell.
We got one more set. Man, my biceps. Oh, I should have just done normal pull-ups. Oh, my biceps. Oh, my biceps. But I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. All right. And don't worry also, when you're doing things like pull-ups or chin-ups, don't worry. I actually have to go plug this in because it's at 5% now. But don't worry that you don't complete the whole set in one go. Doing it with technique is what matters. That's what gets you that kind of chest. When you do everything with proper technique, good form, you get those striations, you get that definition, you get those veins that pop out like ungodly gods and all that stuff. Even if that means your last rep had to be done all by itself, that's all right. Let's see. I want to make sure that thing's charging. Yes, it is good. Okay, I gotta finish the last set. I need to sneeze, but it's not wanting to come out. Okay. Done. Now all we have is dips, abs, done. You worked hard, I'm proud of you. Everybody ready for dips? Alright, let's get these dips done, huh? Usually I say 3 sets of 20, but with everything we've done, don't be discouraged if you can only do 15 or less. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. when you're doing dips, if you start all the way down and you go to full extension, that first one counts. It's a rep. It's not like you hopped into it. If you're literally just planning yourself and then there's no hop, you just literally push into the rep, it's a solid rep, it counts. Because I know there's some of those people who are absolutely finicky, picky as shit, who will do anything to claim something's not a rep or a full range of motion or something like that. I care about range of motion. If you're doing a push-up and you're not doing push-ups, you don't need to lock your elbows out. That's actually bad. You want to stay fully engaged. You still want to have that slight angle. You don't want to be locked elbows. You want to be just before locked elbows. And that full range of motion is what matters. If you're doing this, you ain't doing shit but fucking the floor. And if you're just doing this, I don't know what the fuck that is, but you need a psychiatrist. Oh, that. Oh, I cracked myself up with that one. Because there's an Instagram reel that actually shows somebody in a push-up position going, I'm just like, dude, I can hear your brain slapping against your skull. Oh. Right, midnight? Such a baby. You comforting me because I miss Asa. Lay down. Behave. Alright. Who's ready for another 20? Look, I can't even scratch my back higher than this. Because my arm is so pumped out. I can't even reach. Okay, fuck it, bear style. Use the wall. Bear scratches. Oh man. Oh, that cracked me up so much. Couldn't scratch my own fucking back till I have to eat the wall. Alright. Another 20. Hold it. We ain't done. Ow, my heel. Ow. I fucked around too much and hit my heel on that red metal pipe. Damn. Okay then. Seriously, that hurt. That really fucking hurt. Ow. Ow. Owie. my poor little heel. Go lay down. Go. Dogs. I love a good pump. It really does make you look good. I feel a little bloated though. Not like actual bloating, but like I just feel like somebody just took an air pump and went, okay, that looked good. Okay, last set. Whew, those last two. Ooh, those last two. Ooh, those last two got me. Ooh, I didn't know if I was gonna get them. Oh, my arm got just enough to get those last two. Now we do abs, and then calling it a night. I do want to thank anybody who stuck out for this long, for hanging out, chatting, and watching me just interact with this vampire love life interaction story. Alright. It's hard to believe. Even I find sometimes that my definition is so good that even I question, like, am I not? I could be mistaken for somebody on steroids. I mean, my biceps, I haven't measured them, but the last time I measured my biceps, they were over 15 inches. So, and I'm not trying to get massive. I like that nice, even build. You know what I mean? Like, anybody knows, who knows, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3, the third one? I think it was for the original Xbox, not Xbox 360. If you look at the cover, they have Goku on the cover going like this in Super Saiyan form. I feel like if my shoulders got just a little bit more rounded, I'd have that exact build. Because that's really the physique I've always been aiming for. I look at Goku on the cover of, I believe it was Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3. And he's doing this. In front of Planet Namek, you see the dragon in the back. And he's in Super Saiyan form. And he's doing this basically pose, but his shoulders look like the sexiest bowling balls you could ever imagine implanted into a shoulder. Now that's probably unrealistic to an extent, I bet it is. But like, if I could get my shoulders like the latissimus, I think it's the latissimus dorsi, the one that runs straight through the middle. If I could get that to just protrude out just a little bit more, and I pull that same pose, and then I just sculpt my abs and obliques a little bit more, I'd pretty much have that Goku build, I would think. But that's just a fantasy. Alright. Let's get these dabs done so this way we can go home and go to bed. Right, Wildcat? Gonna go home, go to bed. Oh, my shoulders are so pumped. I don't know if I can even actually do this. Because I really have to have a really inner grip. My shoulders are too pumped out. I actually can't do that part, which is fine. I got other ab workouts. I pretty much work it the same way, but my shoulders are just too pumped out for that. I can't do it. I don't have the flexibility right now. Midnight, you're in my spot. You gotta move, dude. Come on. So pretty much just work the same way as that. It's just probably not as engaging because you're laying on the floor and you have the support of it. But pretty much keep your shoulder blades off the ground as much as you can. Most people will have their hands under their butt. I don't do that anymore. I either keep them just rested on my abs or behind my head. Again, biceps are so pumped out I can't even do this really well without being uncomfortable, so I'll just rest them here and I'll do 25. And that's 25. You know what? I'll just tell everybody what I'm going to be doing up for the remainder of the night. So there's that exercise. Then the next one, you keep your feet a little wider than shoulder width. You'll have a dumbbell. Mine 30 pounds. You'll grip it. You'll lay down, keeping your shoulder blades off the ground. Engage and sit up. All right? And then there's bike kicks, which everybody else is familiar with. I'll do 12 of the dumbbell ones per set. And then for the bike kicks, 1, 2, both legs are 1, and you want to do 30 to 40. And then if you still have it in the tank, leg flutters for 30 to 45 seconds. And then the other one, kind of like the leg lifts, but your hands are above. Suspend your legs, keep your shoulder blades off, and then reach across with the opposite arm to the opposite leg. 15 each leg. And that'll be 3 sets each, and that'll conclude the ab exercise. But my iPad is literally about to die as we speak. So before it does, I'm gonna say, I do hope everybody enjoyed. You can see me in the background. Make sure you leave your thoughts and criticisms in the comment section below. Share with your family and friends. Turn that notification bell on so you're notified for the next one. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you want to help the channel grow, I think I've already said this twice now, leave a like. Join the Discord link down below. And with all that being said, don't forget to stay wired. See you in the next one, everybody. Bye-bye. Now I gotta end this. End it all. End it. No, I'm just kidding.